say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That incredible performance was from Skylar Cole, singing our national anthem. Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. With Doris Berg, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our special guest at the broadcast table for this one, the celebrated Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, thanks so much for joining us tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Kevin, thanks so much. Always fun to hang out with you and all your crew and talk basketball.
All right, I've told Doris and Greg and David, just buckle up because we are going to be on a great ride with you. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Moody. And it's Green in at the 5 spot. And for the Thunder, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. Shams, over the last decade, the Warriors were the team. And this decade is kind of wide open. So with young teams on the horizon, the deep roster of teams and talent in the West, a lot of people are talking about Oklahoma City as the team to watch in the 2020s. What do you think?
OKC has this league at the palm of their hands and really the direction. The nucleus led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in Oklahoma City, that is among the best. They have tons of picks. Kevin, I mean dozens of draft picks that they can trade to get even more talent. No organization is set up quite like the Thunder. They have to be aiming for championships down the line.
They've stayed the course. Agreed wholeheartedly with you. They're going to be fun. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Here's Curry. Here's the screen. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. And the Warriors dynasty with their core seemingly over. You never want to completely scratch them out. But, Shams, how are we going to remember the run that this remarkable franchise has had?
You could make a case that the 2017 team might be the best to ever play, and the Warriors have become an elite franchise in NBA history. It might be a while since we see a dynasty quite like this, especially with the big three of Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson.
Hall of Famers, great coaching, solid ownership. They had it all. Here's Holmgren. After the Warriors pick up 3, Williams sets a screen for Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Outside, Dort. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries from the block. Holmgren can't hit.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Pass to Moody. Curry on the wing. Defended by Dort. Another 3 for Golden State.
Now, the greatest shooter in the history of the game, Curry, so good from deep.
Curry's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now, I asked him who has him worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective. Right now, our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the terms out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. And here is Curry after the three-pointer from Chet Holmgren. Curry, good.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 3rd.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
And he knocks down the first one.
What's been amazing to watch is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going from good player to now putting his name at the very top of the list in terms of great guards in the league.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. And it's the Warriors with the ball. They trail by 1. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Now here's Williams, following the miss by Draymond Green. Holmgren in the post. Guarded by Green. Williams, that's for 2. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And Shams, like us, you travel all over the country for the NBAs. You go to the games. You're talking with the general managers, the coaches, the big-name players. That aside, do you have a favorite city that you like to visit?
You're putting me on the spot here, Kevin. Listen, I love going to L.A. because you see multiple teams coming in with the Clippers and the Lakers. So I love to be proficient. I love being efficient, Kevin. I love making the best use of my time. What's your favorite NBA city?
I've got 3, and it's been 3 since I got in the league in '82. I like Miami, I like New York, and I like Boston. Every city has got charm, right? But those 3 cities have kind of stuck out to me. I enjoy it a lot.
Those are the best, Kevin. You're picking the best cities in the league. We got to go to Sacramento one of these days. Let's go to Charlotte.
I love Sacramento. I had a chance to go to Sacramento one day. I love Sacramento.
Those crowds get rowdy. I was there for their playoff series against the Warriors when they snapped a 16-year drought. Those fans are the loudest that I've seen since I've been coming here.
They love their Kings. Curry with a wide-open look. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Just focusing on the task at hand That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Now, here's Moody. Still yet to score. It's Curry outside. Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Now Williams. A 17-point game for him in the win against Houston. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen Williams got as great a basketball frame as you could hope for. That's strength right there.
Pass to Moody. Golden State moving the ball around. A three-pointer off the mark. Thunder coming to this one after the win against the Rockets. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. There's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pulling the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said. And so it's Golden State with it after Oklahoma City gets the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a three of his own.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. A different look for Oklahoma City. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Dort. Caruso against Payton. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's in there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Hey, Shams, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they've just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this crop.
And we cannot wait. Now here's Williams. 9 points in the game so far. Great D that time from Payton.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
In the corner, it's Hield. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Well, Buddy Hield is a danger from any spot beyond the arc. The corner three's like a layup for that guy.
To the paint, here's Holmgren. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Holmgren's got his second bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
On its way from Curry for 2. And good as it rattles through the hoop. And that's now 18 points for Stephen Curry.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, "We've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup." Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. Curry's shot is good.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Here's Caruso. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And so Payton will bring it up for the Warriors. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Just 5 to shoot. Caruso. And that one drops. Caruso's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Golden State's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And Charms, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Jimmy Butler is out there with Kuminga. Then it's Hield. And it's Post in at the center position. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And stolen by Caruso. And here's the fast break. Here's Wallace. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Wednesday, They'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. That free throw missing. Dort, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. And the second free throw, good. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got it one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, he sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
And here's Holiday following Lou Dort's three on the wing. Hield. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Hield's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made one in the first, two more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Holmgren with a screen on Hield. Dort with the bounce pass. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Now here's Kuminga. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
And it's encouraging to see Dort drop dimes like that, wanting to round out this part of his game.
Holiday with it. Still scoreless. Butler passes to Kuminga. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Outside, Dort. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. Kicks it out to Wiggins. 5 on the clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
Boy, wide open teammate, really pretty pass by Lou Dort. No hesitation there.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Kuminga against Wiggins. With the floater. Kuminga, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Dort kicks to Caruso. Pass to Holmgren. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Warriors trail by 7. Now here is Holiday. To halt the run. And again, no good by Golden State. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And that one's good. Wiggins.
I like that. Lou Dort knows I don't have an opportunity, but I can put a pass on time and on target and get my teammate involved. Nicely done.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Cason Wallace. Here's Podziemski. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Podziemski's got 5 now.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Caruso, a screen on Kuminga. Bounce pass from Williams. Holmgren in the post. Looney on him. Ball stolen. There's Kuminga. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Here's Williams. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up.
I mean, Jalen Williams is a guy who a lot of people are excited about. He has the talent to be a multi-time All-Star and perhaps an even higher ceiling than that.
And he makes the first. And the Thunder making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. And Williams drops them both. Now Podziemski. 5 points in the game. Outside, Kuminga. Over Williams. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Kuminga's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Zhang finds Dort. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Warriors trail by 6. Payton looking around. Williams against Kuminga. No good. Shot missing. Nice D from Williams. Well, Thunder have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. To the inside. And Williams with the stuff.
It doesn't matter what position Jalen Williams happens to be playing on any given night. This guy's a force offensively.
Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Payton from outside. Dort grabs the miss. Here's Looney. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Payton kicks it to Looney. Pass to Kuminga. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now we have a chance. Let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. The Warriors, number 1.
They had such a strong presence in the paint, just a physical team. They dominated the interior in terms of rebounding.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Both free throws good from Kuminga. The Thunder leading by 6. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12.
Yeah, you see this. Teams try to get physical with Gilgeous-Alexander, but he's willing to play through contact on drives. Nicely done.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's ready to talk things through with the team. A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein comes in for Williams. And it's Holmgren in for Alex Caruso. And some changes here for the Warriors. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. 8-point game. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they've figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. And Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Williams' shot is off. Warriors trail by 5. Launches it. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
Curry with another miss. The Thunder leading by 5. Outside, Dort. Down low. Here's Holmgren. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Hield. 9 points in the game so far. Count that one.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler. Right side, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. From the arc. And Dort gets it to go. Dort's got 6.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3 ball here in the second quarter.
Everything's within Curry's range.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's Oklahoma City holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
The young guys are playing well, but it's a long season. There's something called the rookie wall.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see which players hit that wall and which ones knock it over. And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the Warriors.
Losing the rebounding battle, it's easy to lose control of the game. Fortunately for them, they have another half to go. Yeah, now they can lose by twice as much.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Curry has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner 3 now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half with. It's Curry outside. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Curry. Holiday up top. Gilgeous-Alexander cover. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Free throw drops for Green. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Well, there's so much you can come to depend on with Draymond Green. Certainly skill in terms of his passing and rebounding and defense, but how about the emotion and leadership as well, guys?
Now here's Williams. He's got 18. When you talk about Jalen Williams, Doris, is it fair to say this guy has superstar-level potential?
Without a doubt, Kevin. Jalen Williams is a 3-level scorer. He's fearless in the clutch. He has the hunger to keep improving, and he can be a lockdown defender. He's got all the tools to reach the level you're talking about.
And that one falls for Williams. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Gary Payton comes in for Justin Holiday, and Williams drops them both. Last season, the Thunder finished as the 1 seed for the first time since 2013.
Yeah, and that was when they were led by the young duo of Durant and Westbrook. But they've got a new group of young stars now who are looking to bring that first championship to OKC.
If you look at the active three-point percentage list, Mr. Buddy Hield is near the top. This guy is the very definition of sharpshooter.
Here's Holmgren. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
A nice shot by Moody.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Hartenstein with the screen on Curry. Hartenstein finds Williams. Back to Hartenstein. 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. Oklahoma City gets it back. Nobody near Williams. No good on the 3.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Pass to Moody. And Curry has it in the corner. And it's Golden State with another.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Here's Williams following the basket by Stephen Curry. Goes back up. And there's the nice layup by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his first bucket of the night. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And here is Curry, and he has 28 points for the game. For the tie, and Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Some changes here for the Warriors. Kuminga's come in for Moody. Butler comes in for Buddy Hield. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Stephen Curry. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Payton outside. Butler on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Butler kicks to Kuminga. Shoots it. They get it back. Out to Payton. Pass to Butler. From past the arc. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 11 rebounds in the game. Williams gets the bucket.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now, here's Butler. Shot to stop the run, and it's Kuminga. That time on the assist by Butler. Kuminga's got 11.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Thunder.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And Greg, despite not winning Rookie of the Year, Holmgren had a historic start to his career.
And he would have won the award most seasons, but he obviously had some stiff competition. Regardless, he proved to be a versatile big man with star potential. Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
A chance to check out stats for Kuminga. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 16 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Williams' shot is off. Warriors trail by 5. Pass to Payton. Back to Podziemski. And here is Kuminga. Shoots over Holmgren. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Kuminga's got 5 points now in the quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler. There's Williams with the 3, and it's Looney with the rebound.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Payton in the corner. Pulls up on the wing. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've led by as much as 10. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Outside Butler. Dort against Payton. Pass to Podziemski. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Podziemski's got 8.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now, here's Holmgren. 13 points in the game. Here's Kuminga. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You know, Jimmy Butler has turned himself into a guy that can pick apart any defense you send in his direction. If he sees an opening, he will send it on time and on target.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Caruso's checked in. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Payton.
The defense not a factor there. Very surprising he couldn't capitalize.
Butler in the corner. Launches a 3. Butler loves the three-point look.
And down in the corners, Butler can be dangerous. He's pretty comfortable with that shot.
Pass to Caruso. Inside. Wants to get it to Holmgren and does. And it's good for 2. He's got 15.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Well, DB, it didn't take long, did it, for Holmgren to live up to his draft status?
Holmgren, Kevin, was an immediate impact player on both ends of the floor. At his size, to be able to shoot with range and the rim protection he provides, it was absolutely worth the wait for his team. This young man has got a toughness that has shocked even me.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
1:46 left in the third quarter. On the wing, Payton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just slicing his way inside. No doubt on the finish.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the third. Podziemski with it. He's got 8. And they get it. Hard earned by Butler.
This guy making his presence felt. Jimmy Butler, the ultimate competitor.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Holmgren. A 3-ball. The rebound by Post.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
And it's Butler missing. The Thunder shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Williams passes to Caruso. His three-pointer's off the mark. The Warriors trailing. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Podziemski. Lets it go from the wing, and he drops that one in. Podziemski's got 10. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Puts up a deep 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Warriors ahead. They lead by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Draymond Green is out there with Moody. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Curry. Pass to Moody. On the wing, Hield jacks up a 3. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Now here's Caruso. Floats it up for Wiggins. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Butler with the ball. Williams picks him up. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Kenrich Williams. And the Warriors also making a change. Gary Payton has checked in for Butler. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Moody's shot is off. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Williams. He gets that one. Williams has got 10 points in just the second half. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Now here's Green. It's Curry outside, and the Warriors miss again.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. From outside the arc, rebounded by Joe. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. To the paint, pass to Wiggins. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. It's Curry outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Now here's Williams. Down low. Here's Caruso. Warriors with the rebound. Curry's got his 5th rebound in this one. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Pass to Joe. Back to Williams. Back to Joe. Wiggins with it. Here's the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. And the Thunder lead by 1.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Healed outside. Outside Curry. Fires for 3. The 3 ball from Curry.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Caruso looking for an opening. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the 3-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
The first free throw is good. And the Thunder with some changes. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Chet Holmgren comes in for Williams. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Isaiah Joe. Then for the Warriors, Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Moody. Justin Holiday comes in for Gary Payton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Curry. Here's Butler. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Healed outside. Pass to Holiday. Butler against Holmgren. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game. Warriors have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Now Podziemski. Pass to Hield. Takes a 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Now here's Dort. Hartenstein finds Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Podziemski. Lets the 3 fly. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Dort misses. The Warriors lead it. And here is Green. To the inside. Ball's knocked loose. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw off from Gilgeous-Alexander. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Williams has checked in. Oklahoma City has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Holiday. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
Outside, Green. Back to Podziemski. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 4 assists in the game. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Warriors with some changes. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Kuminga comes in for Butler. Moody subbed in for Buddy Hield. Holmgren kicks to Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hands the 12-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20 points.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Here's Podziemski. Outside Holiday. Here's Moody. A three-pointer, no good. Oklahoma City trailing. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from 3. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Boy, you think about the size and skill set that should allow Chet Holmgren to be very good for a very long time.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Moody. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Hartenstein with a screen on Butler. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 in the quarter.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Outside Curry. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 8 rebounds in this game. Williams against Butler. Holmgren kicks to Dort. Outside Williams. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. The lead is 2. Outside Butler. lets it go with the three. The Thunder pull it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got rebound number 5 here tonight to tie it up. And he lays it up and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in just the second half.
There is no moment too big, no pressure too heavy for Mr. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The delivery is on time.
Now here's Curry. There's a good screen. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 37.
One of the best ever at embracing big moments. Steph up to the challenge.
Hartenstein with the screen on Butler. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Warriors with the rebound.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Outside Curry. For the three. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, by virtue of skill and temperament, so ready to deliver in these moments.
Outside Curry. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 on the shot clock. There's the three. And Holmgren pulls it down. Butler against Williams. A second chance effort. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Butler. And that's an intentional foul. The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
Outside Curry. Pass to Moody. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Shot's good by Butler.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. 16 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
Here's Williams. And it's Looney with the rebound. So we see the Warriors get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Stephen. Even for you, rare form tonight. How do you do that?
A lot of work. God's blessed me with a lot of talents, and I just have a lot of confidence. My teammates have confidence in me, so for me to just continue to play hard, stretch my imagination, what I can do, and just let it flow.
There were no limits tonight, man. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Much appreciated, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Stephen Curry.